Hello, what's going on, everybody? Mike Elkins with Elite Realty Group. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I appreciate you hopping on this informational video for you today. As many of you know, we are looking for some agents looking to take their businesses to the next level. I have had some messages, I guess you would say, some texts and just general inquiries, probably about some things with Elite Realty Group. So I thought, you know what, it would be super cool to just do a video, put it out, let everybody see it, and let you know what Elite Realty Group is all about. So to say, hear it from the broker's mouth. You can get that right here. So I've got my handy dandy AI assistant that's going to just basically conduct an interview with me today and give you the answers to some of the questions that you may have. However, if there's questions on here that we don't cover, as always, reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. All inquiries will be kept confidential. I understand the aspects of how all that works, so it will be kept confidential. But I certainly hope that you enjoy this interview and maybe answer some of your questions. And if not, reach out. Let's go. Let's do this thing.
So, first question, what inspired you to open Elite Realty Group back in 2008?
That's a great question. I guess you could say I'm an entrepreneur. My family is that at heart. We just love a challenge. And certainly in 2008, opening a real estate company, that was a pretty big challenge. But we got into real estate, started in 07, worked for another local brokerage here in Morristown. It was kind of one of those things. Once we started, it was like, I mean, if we're going to do this, let's do it. Let's go do it ourselves. We opened in 2008, myself, my mother, and my sister-in-law, and none of us had even been in the business long enough to even be a broker. So we had to hire a broker, and we did that, and off we went, and we have never looked back. It's been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life.
Now, given that you launched during such a challenging market, how do you think that experience has shaped the way you lead your agents today?
There's no doubt. Launching during that time was hard. I mean, it was really, really hard. If you know anything about 2008 and what happened in those years following that, it was not the ideal time to be opening a real estate company. We had everybody telling us, you can probably do this, but you just don't want to do it now. But we'd already made our mind up. We were going to do it. And that's kind of what we did. We made our mind up and we did it. However, looking back at that and those times and the challenges it presented, it was a blessing in disguise because we had to learn, we had to build, we had to formulate systems of what I'm going to call just the right way to do real estate because it was not easy. So even though it was challenging, it was a major blessing because a lot of those systems and processes, even though we've updated them with modern times and technologies and AI and all those things, we still use the majority of those systems that we created during that time. They are the foundational pieces of why our business and our agents are successful.
Now, one thing that really stands out about Elite is that you're a non-compete broker. Why did you choose that model?
Well, we did a lot of research. And for the first, probably 3 to 4 years we were in business, we had agents that wanted to join our firm at that time, but we were not ready. Like we were not ready to be able to lead people. I've always thought if someone wants to be a part of what you're doing, there needs to be assistance there. There needs to be help there. There needs to be encouragement there for them to succeed. And so just in our research in those times, especially, and it's still true today, what you would say real broker role of a broker doing a lot of the broker responsibilities and duties, that's not common. A lot of brokers, and I understand that's how their business is set up. They also are producers. And so that doesn't necessarily give them the right amount of time, in my opinion, to be able to support, teach, train, and coach those agents. So when we were setting this up after we'd been in 3 or 4 years, we looked at it and said, you know what, now we're ready for people, but we want to have a broker that is actually that mentor, that teacher, that trainer, that coach, because we fully understand Elite Realty Group is nothing but a name if it was not for our agents. Our agents are Elite Realty Group, not Mike, not Mike's family, but the agents are Elite Realty Group. And the better they are, the better Elite Realty Group is. And so we felt that was a very positive thing for us to do. And just to be honest with you, looking back at it, it's one of the best business decisions that we ever made, was having myself be that non-compete broker.
Now let's talk about the culture at Elite Realty Group. What would you say makes it stand out from other brokerages?
This is probably what you would say an answer that I think a lot of people would tell and would say about their brokerage. But I think it's two things. I think it's family, and I think it's how we operate, and we preach to operate our businesses on a daily basis, and that's to do it with a servant's heart. We are here, we exist to serve the people of the Lakeway area. And when you have that type of heart, you have the family atmosphere that we have. My entire family works here. My wife works here. My brother and his wife works here. My parents work here. Everybody that's here, even though they're not blood kin, they are family. We have became essentially one, a family, and that's what makes the culture. Everything is open here. The doors are always open. It's not leave your kids at home, they're aggravating us. It's not leave your pets at home, they're not welcome in a real estate office. It's not leave your spouse away because they're too hateful. It's family, and family is everything to us. It means everything to me. It's very important, and that family values and servant's heart has definitely shaped the entire culture of Elite Realty Group.
Now, training seems to be a major part of what you offer. Can you walk us through the different types of training you provide for your agents?
Training here is outstanding. And I say it's outstanding because we do it every day. Every single day, there's something that we are getting better with as a group. We meet every morning at 9 o'clock. Now, I'm not that broker that stands over top of people and say, you have to do anything. I try to look for people that want to. When you want to do something, it changes everything. And so, but we have training every day. We have a morning meeting at 9 o'clock. The agents that want to attend that, there's always business conversations going on with it. There's always how-tos going on with it. There's laughs, there's food, there's breakfast. It usually lasts from 9 to 9:30 every day. There's motivation, inspiration, challenges, games, contest, all that goes into that. That happens every single day, 9 o'clock. We call it Love Team. That's every day at 9 o'clock. And then on Tuesdays at 9, we just combine Love Team with what I call world-class sales training. And that's literally where, me as that non-compete broker probably does help our agents more than a broker that's kind of involved in just day-to-day processes of running their own real estate business, both buying and selling homes, because it allows me to literally go out and research the market, research the newest technologies. AI right now, you're doing this interview, I'm doing an interview with AI. It is fundamentally changed a lot of things that we do, even in real estate. And so it just allows me, being that non-compete broker, to go find the newest technologies, the best way to serve our clients. How are things working? What advices, what stuff do the people that we serve need to know about, be prepared about, from the loan to the closing to the title? And we train on that how-to, hands-on training every Tuesday at 9 at our world-class sales training.
Speaking of that commitment, I know you also have a 2-week onboarding program that really stands out. Can you share what new agents can expect when they join and why it's so important for you to be personally involved in that process?
Well, that's a great question. And that 2-week onboarding process, that's for a brand new agent or an agent even transferring into our firm. Of course, you know why it's for new agents. They need everything. But the agents that transfer in from another firm, it's to show them, what Elite is about, what processes and systems we have. We have more than I think the majority of people could even realize that we have, that's been built over the entire time. Again, going back to 2008, I mentioned earlier about those systems we built then. We're still using those today, but essentially that 2 weeks that is spent with me, I am the trainer of that. I administer every bit of that training. It starts at 9:30 of the morning. It goes till about noon. But it is rolling out all of those systems and processes that we have that are proven, that is making and attributing to agent success. So we roll it out. I call it real estate in a box. We roll it out. We show everyone how to use it. We role play it. We allow them to do role play back with us. And we literally hand them real estate in a box. All the systems and processes they need, from lead generation to social media, to follow up, to websites, to how to talk to a expired listing, to how to serve a for sale by owner. We do all of that in that 2-week period. It is the essential success of every agent that comes here, both new and transfer, because they get all those systems. I believe that if you have a good system that's duplicatable, which we do, why would anybody have to be sitting today figuring out what do I need to do to get real estate business when the agents at Elite Realty Group have already figured out how to do it? Why not roll that out to everyone? There are no secrets here, and everything is revealed in those 2 weeks.
Now, for those agents out there who might be feeling a bit stuck or unsure about their current situation, what would you say to them?
There's a lot of agents stuck right now. I talk to a lot of agents, both locally and across the country. I'm involved in a lot of different groups, online and calls and webinars and things like that. There are a lot of agents that are stuck right now. The market's shifted. It's changing. It's dynamic. It's moving all the time. We just came out of the last, several years as one of the best times to be what we do, a realtor, in the history of mankind. It's been absolutely insane at the amount of real estate here in the Lakeway area that has sold. But a lot of people during that time, a lot of people joined real estate during that time. And just to be honest with you, you didn't have to be as sharp then as you do now to be successful. The opportunity still exists for people to build outstanding real estate businesses in the Lakeway area right here, right now. You just have to have those systems and processes in place. So if you're out there and you're feeling stuck, I understand completely. There's a way to get unstuck. And that, again, is take the proven methods and successes and duplicate those, do them yourself. You will achieve the same success as someone else.
Finally, with your new onboarding class starting on September 11th, what would you say to an agent who's thinking about making that move and joining Elite Realty Group?
Do it. Literally do it. If you want to be successful in real estate, having the right support staff around you is a big part of that. From your brokerage to your home, to your family situation, just the people you associate yourself with. You want to be pulling and moving in the right direction. But, if you're thinking about that, hey, maybe you resonate with this question, an agent that feels stuck. You want to take your business from point A to point B. You want to grow it. You want to achieve success because you see people doing it. Let's have a conversation. That's what we need to do, is have a conversation. We're not a fit for everyone, and everyone's not a fit for us. But when I'm looking for people to join our company, I look in the person. I'm glad you're a realtor. I'm glad you're licensed. All that's going to help everything out. But again, we look for the right fit, because the culture of family first, operating with a servant's heart, if that belief system also aligns with the belief systems that you have, Elite Realty Group is the place to be for anyone looking to take their business to the next level.